G'day guys, haven't made a video for a while, been too damn busy, got everything happening all at once, got a lot of stuff on. Anyway, I got a real funny one. I thought I'd just make a video of this one, because this is hilarious. This was a sealed detector. I don't even know what it was. What is it? It's got a label on the side. Oh, it's 4500. Okay, it had all the Minelab seals on it. As far as I can tell, never been opened. And there was something rattling in the detector. Now this is quite funny. If I can actually grab it now, I have to use these. Inside the detector, that was roaming around inside it. But if you have a look at it, it's a capacitor. It has blobby solder on it. But the biggest telltale is, whoops, that's out of the detector because it has white paint on it. It's exactly the same color as the paint on the detector. I did a match, and it's been sprayed, and it looks like it was put on its side and sprayed. But I've gone right over the board on this, and I cannot find. Yeah, look at that. It's exactly the same color. If you can see that, probably can't see it. It's not zoomed in enough. But anyway, it is exactly the same color. If I put it on there, and you have a look, it's exactly the same color as anything else on the board. So now what I found when I had a look-see, I said the only thing that was half painted is this area here. And I've had a good study of this, and I cannot see where that would have been. I have absolutely no idea. I can't see anything missing off the board, but this thing here, there's a few little telltales on this. I might have to zoom in because I can see another thing here. Okay, where I'm going to have to point to it. I have to zoom in, and then I'm going to have to point to it. So, because I'm using the camera here, and I'll have to move that down. This is interesting. I think I'm in the right spot. So I'll zoom a bit more. I think that will probably do us. I think it's as high as it goes. Probably, if I move slightly, it's going to make an earthquake. But on here, I'll use something very. Oh, I can't use that. I'll use this. Use these tweezer things. If you can see there's a piece of something. It's been sprayed with the white paint there. It looks like a wire off cut, but it's right there at the end of that inductor, by the way. And the thing is, on these boards, you see stuff like that, and you say to yourself, well, do I really want to pick that off? Because what if it was a broken track, and in production they tested the detector and something wasn't working before they sprayed it? The techo had a look and said, oh no, there's a bit of circuit board was over etched or something like that, or whatever can happen. And they've gone and just put a little piece of wire across here as a joiner, and then I go pick it off, and when I do that, I pull the rest of the track off or something, right? So as far as I can say, that stays there. But I've looked everywhere on this thing. I've been all over it with a fine-tooth comb. I cannot see where that capacitor possibly could have come from. And I don't even think, well, I don't know, because everything's covered in white paint. I don't think they use, I think that's a tantalum capacitor. I don't think that they use that style of tantalum in their detectors. So, yeah, got me bamboozled. Remember I was saying about, you can probably have a look at this too. Remember I was saying about hot melt glue? If you look here, there's hot melt glue, strands of it, which ended up getting painted over as well. There you go. There's hot melt glue strands. It looks like a big crack through the circuit board. Now I get there. Looks like a crack all the way along there to that mux chip, and yeah, and there's a bit there as well. So that's what I was saying about the hot melt glue. It makes strings when you pull it off, and then it got spray painted on. So yeah, bamboozles me, bamboozles me. Now another thing, people, you want to know about this? Lately, I've been getting a lot of 7000s to repair, and what is happening is people are blowing up the detector with X coils. Sorry to say X coils. I shouldn't say X coils themselves. The dongles. People are putting the dongles on. Wires come loose. Things short out, and yeah, kiss your $7,000 detector goodbye, because a lot of that Minelab want to. Depending on the damage, because it can cause hot spot on the board and burn through, you're up for a new main board. So it'll cost you. I'm really skeptical about any sort of some uh, aftermarket coils. Not the normal ones that are, you got a license to make them and whatever else, however it's done. But um, you know, when it comes and it's up to Joe Blow to put a dongle from a other sacrificial coil or plug or whatever into the system, and it's not done right, uh, yeah, or something comes loose and then shorts and you shove the power supply up the data rail or something like that. Whatever happens, you're going to have a very expensive problem. There's been a couple that I have been able to fix. I fixed I fixed some dropped 6000s, and I fixed dropped 7000s. When you drop the 6000, it loses its ability to sense the coil, which I found quite amusing. But anyway, we've had success on those sort of things. We've had success on the 7000s as well, as long as it doesn't head off into the main CPU and cook it. So that's where it is. Oh, here comes lunch. Great. I'm starving. Yeah, so I'll cut it there. That's just a quick one uh, on this funny capacitor that was floating around the circuit board, which has now disappeared off my bench. I don't know where it went. Maybe I've chucked it back on there, no? I don't know where it went. Anyway, don't need it, so it can disappear. That's quite funny. But yeah, that is rattling around in there. So, I'll, yeah, Daryl, this is your detector. I'm not saying last names, but Daryl, your 4500 had a loose capacitor floating around in it. I think it might have been maybe from someone's bench or something when this was getting tested. Maybe they pulled or had something they used to tack on or something. I don't know. Like I say, I wasn't there. Don't know. But anyway, for whatever reason, that capacitor fell out when I pulled it apart. Just it fell out from around here. So don't know. No idea. Might have been stuck on that. I have no idea. But it was loose. But there's no provision for where it came from. And it is a capacitor. It was a capacitor. It's going to get vacuumed up anyway. Catches.